I'm halfway done with the Fates Warning recordings, new record, and I thought I'd give you guys a little rundown on the equipment that I'm using. We got one more day for recording tomorrow. Things have been going great. We did a total of 4 days tracking for this. So 3 days in, I got 2 songs left tomorrow, 2 full songs, and a couple of little bits of 2 other songs. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now, and it's going great, as I mentioned. And I thought I'd talk about the stuff that I'm using, because it's important and it's great. I have the DW Collector Series kit, and sort of a white marine pearl here, which is very nice kit that I've been using, and it's sounding great, of course. And on the cymbals, I'm using my FATES, beautiful sounding cymbals. I've got an array of a whole bunch of different things here. I've got these reflectors, which I love. I've got a couple of those on the over here, the 18 full crash, which is a nice, I use it as a crash ride, and it's a great sounding cymbal for that on my left side. And then I have the heavy full over here on the right, which is nice. Great, just powerful explosion of a crash. I have a 20 metal crash, which I really dig this cymbal because it's a little darker, and it's kind of got a really unique character that's a little bit different than the rest of the crashes, which makes it nice when I'm going around the cymbals and doing stuff. And the power crash here, the signature, which is 18, which is just an all-around cymbal. It's like I would say, one of the recognizable cymbals for me when I hear the FATES cymbals. And that's why it's over to my right here, right in front. And then I have a couple of splashes, a 10-inch splash and a 12-inch splash. And the 12 is a metal splash, 20 series. And then I have an older model here, which is a 20, but it's got kind of the combination with the bell, the old style there. And the reason I love these splashes is because, most of the time splashes are really sort of, that kind of, they really stick out in the music, and sometimes that's cool. But Fates Warning's music, when there are the moodier passages in the songs, the cymbals need to be nice. They need to be a little bit sort of. They need to be in there, but just sort of a more of a timbre of the sound of the particular part that I'm playing, rather than this explosion. And these are nice because they're a little darker. They're not so bright for that. And I have the stack here, which is an alpha 10-inch, and then I have a wild splash underneath here. I'm not going to pull that one out, but it's a 10-inch wild splash. And then I have the dry heavy ride 21-inch, which I love this cymbal. I've had it for a long time. I've had this cymbal since I was with Halford in 2000 when I think when we went out on Resurrection Tour. I've had this cymbal that long, and it's a great all-purpose ride. It's got a really nice bell, and it's got a really nice body of this cymbal too, where you can hit a ping on the ride and get a really nice ping out of the beat of the stick, and then get a really nice bell. So it's a great overall cymbal. And then I have here the signature hats, which also are all-purpose, 14-inch, which sound great. They're just all around. I mean, if you're going to have one set, of something which, I have one set of hi-hats. That's the great thing about these. So loving that. And as far as the drum heads, I have the Evans EC2s. They have the new level 360, which I'm digging it. I've never used these heads before. They just recently came out with these, and they're very nice, very even tone, and great. And then on the floor tom, we put a G2 on there today because we wanted a little bit of a rounder sound. We're going for a little more durability on some of this stuff, and so we wanted a little bit, we were doing something that was a little more spacious, and I was doing big floor tom hits, so we put the G2 on the floor tom today. And then on the bass drum we have the EMAD, of course. It's really nice, the EMAD. I particularly like the regular EMAD for studio work, as opposed to the EMAD 2, which I use live, because I want a little more durability live in case of something going wrong, and you want the strongest head that possibly you can get. But for a little more studio tone sound, I like the straight up EMAD. And then on the snare, we have the Evans Hybrid Gray, which is a great durable head, and it's really popping. I mean, if you heard the tracks and what the snare sounds like in the mix, it's unreal. I mean, it just sounds so great. And on the bottom, I don't know if you can see it, but I have the Hazy 300, and always use the Hazy 300, great for the underside of the snare. And of course on the sticks I have the Vic Firth American Classic Metal, which is an awesome stick. I've been using, years ago I was using American Classic Rock, and I started using American Classic Metal a while back. They're a little bit longer. They give me a little extra length, and I really dig that. They feel great in my hands. They got a really nice taper on top where it's really sort of thick, but it's got a nice shoulder there. So I'm really digging that. And that's about it. Oh, I got to mention my custom pedals, which were once DW 9000s, and I put my custom footboard on here, and they're awesome pedals for me. They feel great against my bare feet, and and DW hardware, of course, all the way around. And so that's the kit, and thanks for tuning in, and can't wait for you guys to hear the new Fates warning. It's awesome. And maybe we'll see you out there sometime soon playing the material live, and hope you all come out and enjoy the live show and the new material.